You ever notice that some horses are loud and some horses demand attention? Well, then there's Remi here. She doesn't have to do anything special to stand out, do you, girl? No, you're a pretty girl. She just has a way of making everyone stop and watch. Yeah, it's because you're so beautiful. Yeah. Today I want you to meet one of the most beautiful animals, at least I think one of the most beautiful animals here at Hartland Oaks. Of course, she's my horse, so I might be a little picky. This is Remi. She's our 3-year-old bay Roan horse, and she's become a very special part of our farm. I often call her a blue Roan when I'm talking about her because most of the year she looks blue. She looks like a blue Roan. But during these hot summer months when the sun's beating down, that Texas heat, she looks more like a bay Roan. Technically, her paperwork states that she's a bay Roan. What do you think? I mean, right now, you can see a little bit of that brown, a little bit of that red. When people come to visit Hartland Oaks, they're usually excited to meet miniature donkeys, the baby goats, or whatever new animals have recently been born. But before long, many of the visitors find themselves walking over to the horses, and many spend time here with Remi. There's just something about her. She's confident, she's gentle, and I think she's incredibly photogenic. And let's be honest, that bluish roan coat doesn't hurt either. Again, whether she's a blue or a bay, it kind of changes with the time of the year. Lots of people ask if Remi changes colors throughout the year. And yes, she does. She's what we call a roan. That means she has a mixture of black and white hair spread throughout most of her body, while her head and lower legs stay darker. Right, girl? Technically, again, she's a bay Roan, so she seems to have more brown than black. Part of the year anyways. Right now you can see there's some brown, some red mixed in there. But most of the year, this isn't there. During the winter months, she's like silver, she's gray. So depending on the season, the sunlight, and even whether she shed her winter coat or not, she can look almost gray or silver one day and black the next. But again, this hot Texas heat beating down the summer, she gets this reddish or brown tint to her. I guess technically that's why she's a bay Roan. But I still think it's one of those things, her hide, her fur, it's one of those things that make Roan horses so pretty. Now, I'm no expert, so feel free to chime in and share your expertise. I always call her a blue Roan most of the year, but right now I can definitely see why her paperwork states she's a bay Roan. I mean, I can't tell if it's brown or red mixed in here, but either way, she's a pretty thing. Remi here is approximately 3 years old, and she has some pretty special bloodlines. See, she comes from the Hancock bloodline, which is a well-known foundation in the quarter horse world. Many horse enthusiasts know them for producing a strong, athletic horse with a good mind and a lot of versatility. I know what half of the viewers are going to say. You bought a Hancock horse for your very first horse? That's crazy. Well, I had no idea what a Hancock horse was when I bought it. You see, I know now that half the people in the horse world either hate Hancocks or they love Hancocks. See, Hancock horses, they're known for their powerful bone structure, their incredible work ethic, and those traits are what makes these horses stand out and are respected by people who love to work with them. Many people just say Hancocks are known to be stubborn and they're known to buck. Of course, a pedigree isn't the whole story. It only tells part. What really matters, at least what I think, is the individual horse standing in front of you. And Remi has already shown us that she has a wonderful personality. She's a wonderful horse. And I think she has lots of potential. But I'm no expert. But as Remi continues to grow and she continues to mature, we're excited to see those Hancock bloodlines and her personality come together. Our goal is to continue to work with her, to build her confidence, and give her a foundation to become the best horse she can be. Right, girl? You're not a bad horse. I don't know why so many people hate Hancocks. Maybe you're just a special one. Let me explain why we have horses. See, I didn't want horses. Horses are expensive. Horses didn't really fit into our business plan. But, there's always a but. One day, my son and I, we were out running some errands. And we made the mistake of leaving our wives here alone, unattended, while drinking mimosas. I came home and my wife had bought a colt from Facebook Marketplace. Sight unseen, just buys a colt. Of course, I didn't want her new colt, Ruger, to be here all alone, so I started searching for a horse for me, a horse to be Ruger's buddy. Now let me point out, I know nothing about horses. I know nothing about buying horses. I know nothing about raising horses. Heck, I don't even really know how to ride a horse. So I reached out to a well-known horse trainer from the San Antonio area. He's a gentleman I met through jiu-jitsu. He came and trained at my gym one day during the Houston rodeo, and he helped me out. He pointed me a bunch of high-quality horses, all of which I could not afford. I'm a retired teacher on a retired teacher income. So I did what all beginners do, and I got online and I looked. And I found an older gentleman just down the road who had recently gotten into a bad accident, and he was not able to care for all the horses he was breeding. He was downsizing. So I went and I looked at these yearlings, and Remi and I locked eyes. I knew she was the horse I wanted. Just the way she looked at me. I knew nothing about her. I know nothing about horses. I don't know if I was getting a good deal or a bad deal. All I know is she was pretty. She looked at me the right way, and just something about her. She was my horse. So, I bought her. So, I brought her home, and she was not trained at all. She wasn't halter rope. She wasn't lead rope trained. And let me point out, and let me remind you, I know nothing about horses. So I got on YouTube, and I watched video after video after video. But I guess at the end I got lucky. It didn't take me too terribly long to put a halter on her, to teach her to walk on a lead rope, to lift her feet, stand for the farrier. I mean, she was really easy to train. Eventually, after lots of YouTube videos and patience, I got a blanket on her, I jumped up and down on her and slid down her, and eventually I got a saddle on her, and now I can ride her. She has been so patient with me. I've been so lucky. Again, I don't know anything about horses. I don't know how to break a horse. I don't know how to train a horse. I know nothing. I don't really even know how to ride a horse. But here I am with horses. I know nothing about them. I've had to learn as I go. My farrier probably hates me because I ask him questions all the time. But I guess at the end, I got lucky with this one. I got lucky that we chose each other because she's pretty desensitized. It takes a lot to spook this horse. And to this day, she still has never bucked. I mean, that's amazing. I can't believe she has the patience to put up with some newbie like myself who knows nothing. I mean, I try to ride her and people tell me I'm doing everything wrong. And she's like so patient with me. She's like, God, this guy's stupid. I hope he learns how to ride. but we'll get there someday. We definitely will. If I had to describe Remi in just a couple words, 1, I'd say she's patient. 2, she's curious. 3, she's sweet. I think she's smart. I call her dumb all the time, but I really think she's smart. And she's a bit stubborn. I guess that's the Hancock in her. And maybe she's just a bit mischievous. I can tell you some stories. She likes to know what's going on around this farm. She has to be involved in everything. If you're working on something nearby, she's going to be there inspecting it. She's an in-your-pocket kind of horse. She's always got to see what you're doing. And if you happen to have any treats, well, she's going to find them. She always knows. she is food driven. That was the biggest obstacle I had training her, is teaching boundaries, because she would push her way to get to food. And that was the hardest thing I had to deal with. And we pretty much got that under control now. But let me tell you what, mischievous. Every day when she gets out of her pen, because I let them out and I let them roam around a bit, first thing she does is she goes to every food container from all the animals and looks for any crumbs. She goes to the back of my side-by-side and looks for anything that got spilled. One day she got stuck in the swing trampoline. We had air conditioning guys over and they came in and said, "Hey, your horse is stuck in your trampoline." I'm like, "We don't have a trampoline." He's like, "Look, I came outside." Well, we have one of those round, like 3-foot trampoline swings. She somehow climbed on it and her feet went through it and she was all twisted up in it. One day we came home from an event. She was wandering around the yard with the other animals. I came home, I noticed the front door was open. I turned the trailer around and she stuck her head out the front door of our house. That means she went up the stairs, got on the porch. We have a swinging gate on the porch. I think she probably closed it behind her, got stuck, and while she was turning around on the small front porch, her big butt pushed the door open. And so she just wandered in her house and spent who knows how long, maybe 2 hours, exploring inside of her house. Huge mess, huge mess. Nothing broke, but a lot of horse manure to clean up. But despite all the mischief, she's a great horse, and I love her. The thing I love about living on the farm here at Hartland Oaks is that every day is different. One moment, we're helping the birth of baby goats. Then the very next moment, we're feeding sheep. I have a few I have to feed separate because goats bully them. And then we're checking on miniature donkeys. Heck, today we had a daycare out. And Jewel, one of our pregnant miniature donkeys, must have laid down and was rolling around because they like to do that. And somehow got her 2 hind feet stuck in a gate. It was a pain getting them out of there. She was going nuts. And somewhere in the middle of all that, there's Remi here, watching everything, like she's supervising the entire operation. Eating all the time, of course. She likes attention. She wants me to spend more time with her, I can tell. She comes up to you, she doesn't run, she wants attention. There's just not enough time in the day. She may not realize it, but she's become one of the farm favorites here, not just for me, but for all the people who come and visit. Right, girl? As Remi matures and I learn more about horses, I'm looking forward to spending even more time working with her, more time learning. Together, we'll build her confidence, we'll build my confidence, so I can improve her training. And I guess, you know, being responsible for training her kind of makes her super special to me. And of course, you're going to get to follow that whole journey right here on YouTube or wherever you're watching this video. A few quick facts about Remi. One, I really think she secretly likes being filmed. I think she's a cheese. She likes the camera. She likes attention. She could walk away right now. Nope, I'm just gonna hang out here, soak up some camera time. Second fact about Remi is she's a pretty big girl, around 16 hands. She's my BBG, my big beautiful girl, or my big booty girl, either way you look at it. But all joking aside, we're incredibly thankful to have Remi here as part of our family here at Hartland Oaks. Every animal has their own story. And this one is just beginning hers. Get your head up here. Look at that smile. If you'd like to see more videos featuring Remi, including maybe training updates, fun moments around the farm, and plenty of adventures, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you like our videos and comment. That really helps get more views. And while you're here, let us know down in the comments, what do you think is the most beautiful horse color? Or more importantly, what color do you think Remi is? Right now she looks like a bay roan, but some of the time she looks like a blue roan. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it to as many people as you can, especially other horse lovers, and we'll see you next time. Hartland Oaks signing out. Remi, say goodbye. Goodbye everyone. Come back and visit. She's a good girl. Mwah.